I'm going to tell you the untold truth about Lincoln Riley, and all that's coming up after the bumper.
What do you mean you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because this is your place for Oklahoma football news and analysis. And today we're getting into the untold truth about Lincoln Riley, and we're going to start with the USA Today story by AJ Perez. Lincoln Riley's University of Oklahoma bio lists one sentence about his college playing career. Part of a Texas Tech squad that played in the 2002 Tangerine Bowl. Riley took over the head coaching job at Oklahoma when he was just 33 years old. But even at 33 years old, Riley's coaching tenure is much more expansive and includes 3 FBS schools before he ascended to the head coaching level at the University of Oklahoma last year with the unexpected retirement of longtime Sooners coach Bob Stoops. Riley was hired as Oklahoma's offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach in January 2015 after he spent the prior 5 seasons with East Carolina, the last serving as the Pirates' assistant head coach and offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach. Riley was given a 3-year extension earlier in 2017 that ran through January 2020 that paid him an average salary of $1.3 million per season, making him one of the nation's top paid assistants. You could say Lincoln Riley is the reason for Oklahoma's offensive resurgence. Stoops even said, "Lincoln has really transformed our offense." Riley was a walk-on quarterback at Texas Tech, a team coached at the time by Washington State's Mike Leach. He served 7 seasons at Texas Tech in a stretch where the Red Raiders won 5 of 7 bowl appearances. The biggest thing I took from Mike was just the mentality that I think you have to have if you want to be really good on offense. That kind of fearless, always in attack mode, always believing in what we're doing mode. I took from Mike that you've got to stick to your guns. If we've had a bad game, we're not changing anything. We have a lot of confidence in our system, what we're doing. This is a group that believes we're going to score every time we touch the ball, regardless of who we're playing. It's not cocky. Our kids just believe in themselves. Riley, a native of Muleshoe, Texas, has coached 2 Heisman finalists and 1 Heisman Trophy winner in Baker Mayfield, as well as future NFL players like Michael Crabtree and East Carolina players like Justin Hardy and Dwayne Harris. Now fast forward a year into Lincoln Riley's tenure as the head coach at Oklahoma, and my goodness, you could have asked for one more thing to be added to his resume, a national title. But outside of that, I don't think you could ask for a better year 1 from Lincoln Riley. But if you think that Lincoln Riley thought he would be a head coach, especially at Oklahoma, this soon, you'd be wrong. And Barry Trammell did a great job of providing some truth to what it was like during that week when Lincoln Riley was named the head coach at the University of Oklahoma. Writing, "Oh, Riley was ready to be the head coach. David Bourne believed it. Lincoln Riley wasn't ready to be named head football coach at Oklahoma. O'Reilly was ready to be the head coach. David Bourne believed it, Bob Stoops believed it, even Riley himself believed it, even if that sounds a little precocious considering he was all of 33 years old. But the announcement came quickly. The original plan was June 9th, a Friday. Then word began to leak and the transition, goodbye Stoops, hello Riley, was rushed to Wednesday afternoon, the day Riley knew for sure the baton was being passed. Honestly, there was no time to plan, no time to settle thoughts, Riley said. I think I scribbled down like 10 words on a piece of paper, things I wanted to remind myself to say. I tied my tie going down the elevator. I was kind of just living in the moment a little bit. In the years since, there have been lots of moments to live in. Riley produced the Big 12 title, Baker Mayfield won the Heisman Trophy, OU played an epic Rose Bowl before losing to Georgia in double overtime, and the future of Sooner football seems just as bright as it did in 1948, 1974, and 2000, when Bud Wilkinson and Barry Switzer and Stoops were 30-something coaches coming off of maiden seasons that ranged from promising to spectacular. This is exactly what I was hoping for, Stoops said. The timing of it was as positive as it could have been. As few ripples as you could have with somebody who's been there for 18 years. And yeah, there were subtle changes. Riley hired 2 new assistants to fill the void left by Riley's promotion, and Shane Beamer over the winter to fill the spot created by the NCAA legislation that expanded staffs. Riley has made recruiting changes primarily through the use of social media. 2 Stoops originals, conditioning guru Jerry Schmidt and director of football operations Mac McMillan, have or are leaving in what appears to be their own terms. Otherwise, same old Sooners. OU has in Riley exactly what it was hoping for when Boren and Joe Constiglione acted upon the recommendation of Stoops. OU sources said campus leadership had quickly identified Riley as a possible Stoops successor, not long after Stoops hired Riley as offensive coordinator in January 2015. And this is where we get into the untold truth. Boren confirms that, but says he stepped softly because he never wanted Stoops to think the administration was itching for a change. Boren said, "I had him in front of the Board of Regents. I said to them, let's give him a vote of confidence and send him the signal. I was worried he would be tempted by a head coaching job elsewhere. Lincoln and I, we began to have lunches together. I said to him, not speaking for Joe or anyone else, I don't know how long I'll be here, don't know how long Coach Stoops will be here, but my advice is, don't take the first job that comes along. If I have anything to say about it, you're going to be the next head coach after Coach Stoops." And Bob Stoops certainly felt that way too. A week before the June announcement, he told Riley of the retirement decision, but wanted to make sure that OU was on board with the succession plan. Stoops says he wouldn't have stepped down without the assurance Riley would take over. Now, a year into the job, Lincoln Riley says he still doesn't feel like a veteran. You never get comfortable coaching at a place like this, but you do get more settled in with challenges that come up and all that's on your plate. I've gotten a lot better as this year's gone. I've most certainly learned a lot and still have plenty to learn. It's been fun. I'm excited about where it's going. We're working hard and also enjoying it. Alright, that's it for me. Deuces.